Hi, and welcome back to Sewing Sundays. Today we have custom made sheets. So I mentioned this in my unboxing my sewing machine video that I was planning on doing this project. We have 2 kids that sleep in cribs right now, and we only had 3 crib sheets, and that just wasn't enough to keep up with changing the sheets on a regular enough basis. So I made sheets for the first time ever, and I love how they turned out. I did not do them at all fancy. You could totally make this look a lot nicer, but I didn't because it's a crib sheet. The part that doesn't look nice is completely hidden and you can't see it, and I was on a time crunch, so I did it this way. So this is the first one that I did. It has elastic all the way around it. Turned out great. We use it, we love it. And then I did this one, which just has elastic at the corners because I wanted to see if I really cared either way or if they fit the same. And I can say that they both fit the same, so if you're wanting to save some money and you're having to buy your elastic, you can just do the corners. I went a couple inches past the corner seam with the elastic, stretched it all the way out, zigzagged, and then I zigzagged around the entire edge. You could obviously hem it too if you wanted. They came out really, really nice. I love them. So how to do it and how to figure out to do any size, custom size sheet that you want, assuming you have enough fabric, is you're going to measure the top of your mattress, so how long it is, how deep it is, and then how much the side is, and then how much you want it to go underneath to tuck in. So if I remember correctly, my measurements were 52 inches this way, 28 inches this way, and then 7 inches for the side and then tucking underneath. So I marked that out on the fabric, and I marked, so 28 inches plus 7, and then 20 inches plus 7, and then did the same for the length. So then I had my 52, so I had 7, 52, 7. So I had 7-inch squares at each corner. And then you can kind of see on some of them, let me find a corner here where you can see it. I just marked it with a pen because it's the bottom side. You could use one of those erasable pens, that would work too. But it was a crib sheet, and I just did it on the bottom where you wouldn't be able to see it. And it does wash out because I can't find it on that one. It must be on one of these to show you. Oh, here it is. So I just put a dot where the corner met. So I had 7 inches by 7 inches. I was able to get both of these out of one twin size flat sheet, which is great. So, and it was one that had a tear in it and we weren't using, so it was actually free. I already had the elastic in my stash, so this just cost me my time. Used thread I already had in my stash, so that's why it doesn't match. So I just created a point between the two measurements, so 7 inches in this way, 7 inches in this way, put a dot right here, made a dart of that triangle, sewed that down, you see that seam right here, and then when I attached the elastic, I just folded the dart over. I wanted there to be as much reinforcement on this as I could. You could also cut it out and sew a seam that way, but I didn't, in case this rips out, I didn't want there to be a hole in the fabric. Especially with it being a crib sheet, they get a lot of use, they go through a lot of abuse. So yeah, it was really simple. I was able to, other than moving the child off of the project as I was working on it, it only took me maybe 20 minutes to sew it, get it measured out, cut out, sewn. It was great. I am loving having my new sewing machine. It is fantastic. I love how easy it is to use, and it just works, and it's so nice to not have to fight with your machine every time you go to use it. So I love it. They turned out great. I'm going to be making at least one more in this size, so that way I have 6 for the 2 cribs. And then I have a bassinet that has it's a vintage bassinet, so it has a really unique mattress size. So I'm going to be making a bunch for that so that it fits, because I don't have any that fit it right now, and obviously for this new baby I want to have a bunch that fit it, so I'm gonna make up at least 3 for that, because then when the baby spits up on it, you can just take it off, put a new one on. Yeah, they work great. I love them. They were essentially free, and yeah, this is a great use if you have extra twin size sheets or large pieces of fabric. You can make them, because it's just a piece of fabric, you can make them out of whatever fabric you have, as long as it's big enough. You could do Christmas sheets, you could do Easter sheets, or you could just do something really practical. You could also do this to make a waterproof cover. If you use like a PUL or other waterproof fabric, you can make a waterproof cover for any mattress that you need, or a bench or something like that. Well, I hope you found this helpful. Let me know if you make any custom size sheets. Thank you for joining me for Sewing Sundays. I will be back on Tuesday for another decluttering video. I will talk to you soon. God bless. Bye. YouTube thinks you'll like this video here.